Hello, everyone. We meet again today to discuss this solved problem of H.C.Verma. It will be good for you to solve each one of these problems to get more confidence and practice. Here I will explain question number 8. There are three charges placed at the three corners of a square, and we have to find out the electric field, the net electric field at the fourth corner. It's a typical problem, and you should really master this. Here is an animation as per my imagination. You can have your own. The electric field is getting created at the fourth corner due to the charges shown as red spheres at the other three corners. Draw a sketch of the arrangement. The electric field E is a vector which is equal to the force at that point divided by the charge. At that corner D, the electric field due to the charge placed at the point A will be a vector shown in the horizontal direction. It's called EA. The electric field at the corner D due to the charge at point C will be that vertically shown vector EC. The electric field at the corner D due to the charge placed at point B is shown as EB and acts along the diagonal of the square, which is the hypotenuse for the square. Because the distance between B to D is higher than B to C, so the electric field EB is weaker than the electric field due to A and C. In the figure on the right hand side, you can see that EA and EC are mutually perpendicular. Therefore, their resultant vector, which we can call as ER, is the hypotenuse of that triangle and will be root of EA squared plus EC squared. This resultant ER has to be added to the electric field vector EB in order to get the total electric field at the corner D. Now find out the values of the electric fields EA, EB and EC. EA in turn is force by charge, that's FA by Q. FA itself is Q1 Q2 by 4 pi epsilon 0 into D squared. In this case, Q1 is equal to Q2 is equal to Q, and A is there in place of D. So you get the EA as Q by 4 pi epsilon 0 into A squared. EC is also the same. Only thing, the electric E is not the same because at the corner D, the electric field EB has to be smaller because the distance between B and D is the diagonal, which is A root 2. So EB becomes Q by 4 pi epsilon 0 into 2A squared. We have to just keep in mind that the electric charges are radiating in all directions, 360 degrees. But we are only taking the vectors passing through the point D. Now you have to simply add up all the vectors. The E resultant is square root of EA squared plus EC squared. Inside that square root, you have two equal terms. So you have 2 times of Q by 4 pi epsilon 0 A squared. So when you take it out of the root, you get root 2 and then Q by 4 pi epsilon 0 into A squared. The total field at D is got by adding this ER with EB. Doing that, take out Q by 4 pi epsilon 0 outside the brackets, and inside you will get root 2 by A squared plus 1 by 2A whole square. Further working on the things inside the brackets, you will get that as 2 root 2 plus 1 by 2a squared. And that comes out as q by 8 pi epsilon 0. And inside the bracket, it remains as 2 root 2 plus 1 by a squared. So that's the answer. If you like this video, do put a like on this, share with your friends, subscribe to our channel. You can also see our website physicsmodels.com for a comprehensive course. Feel free to download our app on your mobile and basically have a great day.